I often hear that it's expensive to eat healthy, and sometimes that can be true, but I want to share 3 ways that you can save and still eat nutritious foods. The first thing I think of is buying basic ingredients. That sounds kind of dull, and what do I mean by basic ingredients? I'm talking about those foods that can go in a lot of different dishes. You can maybe even make them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They could go into a meatloaf or your breakfast cereal. So foods that are you can buy them in bulk and make them and use them in lots of different ways. So for example, let's talk about oats. If I buy oats, plain oats, these are, if we're getting like quick cooking oats because you want to make a quick breakfast, you're going to pay 10 cents per ounce when you buy it like this. If you need something more convenient and you're thinking, oh, I just need the oatmeal packets. I need it to be quick, ready to go. It's still oatmeal, giving me nutrition. True. You're going to pay 98 cents per ounce when you're buying your oats like this. You're paying for that convenience, that tear open, add water, and heat up. When you can make this go a lot further, same nutrition, similar nutrition, and even with adding ingredients to the oats, like maybe you want to add frozen berries or bananas, maybe some peanut butter, you can make it however you want, and you're still going to pay less than half of what you're paying for the oatmeal packets. And you can change it up. You don't have to eat the same flavor every day. Another option I think of is with produce. So if you're buying baby carrots or carrots already sliced up like carrot sticks, you're going to pay for that as well. You can make your money go a lot further by buying whole carrots and cutting them up for how they fit for you. Yes, this takes time. It is a trade-off. You have to spend a little time, find a little room in your day to prep that, but you have them ready to go. You have those nutritious carrots, and you can get more of them and put them in more dishes. Number 2, one of my favorite tips is stretching your protein. We actually don't need 8 ounces of meat at a meal. We don't even need 6 ounces of meat at a meal. 4 ounces of meat at 1 meal in your day gets most people close to their protein needs, if not all the way there, depending on who you are. A lot of times we think, oh, am I getting enough protein? I definitely need more protein. Protein is found in all kinds of foods, not just eggs and meat. So if we want to stretch that protein, which usually costs quite a bit at the store, there are ways to do that. You've probably heard me say before to do half the meat and half beans. You could do that with tacos. You could do that with even pasta dishes. So you could have some like sausage in your pasta dish and also add some white beans or cannellini beans. Another favorite way for me is with soups. These right here are red. They're called red lentils, even though they're definitely orange, but red lentils. These guys will cook in a soup and basically disintegrate, and they can thicken the soup and give that really velvety texture to a soup and give you loads of nutrition. You've got vitamins, fiber, all kinds of great stuff happening there. You're also going to get protein. So you could cut down on the meat you use in your soup, add half a cup of these guys, let them cook down, and you get a thickened, nutritious soup. So I've got frozen broccoli and frozen berries. Frozen berries can be used in that oatmeal we talked about earlier. You can also just let them thaw and enjoy them as they are. The texture's not going to be the same as fresh. You're still going to have tons of nutrition here. And the benefit is you're not spending maybe $6 on a pint of strawberries that are going to sit in your fridge and go bad before you eat them. A lot of people find that they waste fresh produce, and that keeps them from buying it and maybe eating more fruits and vegetables. So go with frozen. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, and can save you money in the long run. So there's 3 tips for you. Buy those basic ingredients. The rice that's in the bag, not the box. They're gonna go further And they're often going to be just a blank slate for you to add your flavors and control that salt or sugar content that can be in some packaged foods. And then also stretched up protein. We as Americans typically get our protein fairly easily, and so you can cut back on those meats and more pricey protein items and add in other options like those beans or whole grains. And then lastly, embrace some frozen fruits and vegetables. They can be tasty and there for you without going bad on your refrigerator shelf.